Well, Q-Car pulled out yesterday to go to the Ryanair. Size in Europe, I think will do similar. Outside that, I mean, the 7 other runners we have quoted there, they're all likely to take their place. But Mail to Beaver needs to be supplemented. But, I mean, it really gets interesting as a betting heat, probably after the declarations 2 days before, when we can go betting without Sprinter Sacre, and we'll go winning distance. Last 3 times, Sprinter has won by 13, 14 and 15. But this is probably a slightly better field, so we'll be looking at about 12 lengths over or under. Could be in probably even money or pick either side of that.
Tony, Sprinter Sacre, yet another amazing animal as well.
Yeah, he could be the best 2-mile chaser, but at the moment, I think he's very lucky that he's got very little opposition. You know, but the horses that he beat there are, you know, he beat a horse of Nigel Twiston Davis is like it's rated £50 below him or something. You know, so. If I owned Size in Europe, I'd be running him in this. I'm actually.
Are you just bitter you got beaten him last year?
It was 3 years ago, 3 years ago. But I don't think I think he's been lucky. He's got no Moscow Flower to beat, or no Mastermind, or no Well Chief. You know, he's lucky that he's in an era where there's not much opposition. Size in Europe's obviously 11. Finian's Rainbow's been running deplorable all year. Hopefully, the better ground will help him. But if I own Size in Europe, I think I'd run him against Sprinter Sacre.
I mean, it is going to be an interesting just to see how many are going to line up. They are going to go one hell of a lick, Andrew, aren't they?
The thing about this race is definitely Size in Europe. I mean, he's obviously not going to be at his best at 11, but at least he'll be some bit of a marker for Sprinter Sacre. If he doesn't show up, goes for the Ryanair, it'll be Sprinter Sacre excluded. About the worst champion chase that has ever been run. I mean, Finian's Rainbow obviously isn't the horse he was last year. Mal de Brieve is like a 2-mile 6 horse in France who was off for about 2 years, and Sanctuaire isn't the horse he was last year. It'll be, you know, hopefully Sprinter Sacre shows up to make some bit of a spectacle of it, because if he doesn't, it'll be a terrible race.
At the minute, there's enough horses there for each way betting, but betting without. Does Summersby have a chance?
This is a 1-horse race. Size in Europe, if he turns up, he'll be second. That'll be it. Just the rest of them then don't count. But it's a pity. It's great that Sprinter Sacre is so good, and Size in Europe, I'm lucky that he's here on his day, you know. But there's nothing that'll beat him. Nothing.
Danny, any arguments from you?
No, I think Sprinter Sacre, I suppose he hasn't beat much this year, but Size in Europe hasn't beat much either. He beat File Dove there the last time, wasn't in Punchestown, but that's nowhere near good enough to be getting to Sprinter Sacre, I'd say.
Well,
you're talking about the each way betting. I think Rail Dove doesn't run. He didn't say specifically, but I was talking to Noel Mead the other day, and he was saying he doesn't know if he'll have any runner over there. Definitely nothing until the Friday. So.
That's taking them down again, yeah.